But it's my favorite one. Like, I've pulled things out of the Goodwill like donation pile, like, and she's like, I gave that to Goodwill. Why do you have it?
Yeah.
Well, I should tell her that it only cost $0.25. I bought it back.
Yeah, but like.
Hey, welcome back. This is Cream and Sugar. Oh, you and the Pinky. Well, speaking of and cream and sugar, we should have a segment on one of our future episodes talking about the various different creams and sugars that people put out. Other condiments, salt. Maybe we'll talk about the whole salt and honey kind of thing.
Butter and coffee.
Butter and coffee. Do you put butter in your coffee? Let's talk about that in a future episode. Yeah. I have to steel myself again for these things, but I think we should plan these kinds of conversations. But Cream and Sugar is this segment of Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. And before we go on with this segment, check out IDoLikeMyCoffee.com and see what kind of blends, single origin beans, sample packs, all those things. Yeah. If you like it, we probably have it on the website. Check it out. All right, so you found this interesting cream and sugar. It's just supposed to be light, fun.
Good news.
Good news.
Something good.
So tell me something good.
So good news.
Something good. Okay.
Yeah. So good news coming from a Goodwill in Oklahoma.
I love Goodwill stores.
Oh, me too. I am a online reseller, so I shop at Goodwill a lot and resell items on eBay. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that some other time. I'm excited about that. I sold a coffee pot, Revereware coffee pot I bought for $3 for $70.
What?
Yep. That's what they go for. You look on eBay, see what they're selling for. You list yours at the same price. And I got $70 for it. Shipped it out yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's not the cream and sugar though.
Hey, send in a message. Tell us what your favorite Goodwill find is. My daughter just bought a painting from Banksy, the artist. He's a well-known anonymous artist.
Is he the guy that did a lot of calligraphy stuff? Or
not calligraphy. Graffiti.
Graffiti. Yeah. Calligraphy.
Graffiti. Yeah. But he's got some actual artwork that he's published, but never gives his real name or her real name. It could be a her. I don't know if anybody knows. But anyway, so what's your favorite Goodwill find? All right, so it's a Goodwill store.
It is, and I bet you'd love to find this. An Oklahoma Goodwill employee finds $42,000 hidden in donated clothing, and her integrity pays off.
Wait a second. Don't go any further. How do you donate clothes and not know that you have $42,000 hidden in the clothing?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I had $42 in the clothing, I check pockets before I donate.
I mean, do you not get down into your cushion to pull the coins out? Like what? I heard something in there, like
$42,000.
Hey, honey, I'm taking your clothes to the Goodwill. Okay, what?
Yeah,
there was $42,000. Okay.
Yeah, and I will say there's no indication on how this person left $42,000. I would be interested in that story.
Yeah, like, did you forget you had it? Like, I've pulled out. Did you ever find like you had a pair of jeans that have been through the laundry, and then you pull out like a $5, and you're rich now because it's $5 that I didn't have before. Like, did you just forget you had $42,000 sewn into the lining of your jacket? Wow.
So she found stacks of $100 bills stuffed inside 2 old sweaters, and she thought that stacks of hundreds. I mean, $42,000. That's still a lot of hundreds.
Yeah.
She thought they were fake, but then they realized they were real, and that the cash totaled $42,000. So she found them while she was in the back sorting clothes and looking for rips and stains. And she said the first thing she thought of was her 6-year-old daughter, and that her birthday was coming up, so she can actually give her an amazing birthday party.
So she was an employee.
Yes, she's an employee.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen.
No, you might have said it.
If I buy something from Goodwill, and I pull out stacks of hundreds, listen, I bought that thing and whatever's in the pockets.
I don't know. That's one of those moral quandaries. Like, we can say what we would do now because it's not happening, but when we're in the moment, we might have a different. Like I say, I'd give it back, but you and you say I'd keep it, but who knows when the real thing happens.
So if I were an employee, I think I would do what she did.
Yeah, because you're actually, I think as an employee, you're obligated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, if you're sorting it, that means that it was donated very recently.
Right.
And so, maybe there's a way to check. Now, here's the thing. When I've donated stuff at Goodwill, actually here, they literally have bins in the back that you just drop the stuff in.
Yeah.
So there may be no way to find out who this person is. But as an employee, I get it.
Yes.
If I buy the thing and there's money in the thing,
yeah.
Listen, I don't know how long that money's been there. And I don't know. I just think, you leave it.
What would you do? Would you keep the money? Would you turn it in? Maybe it's a test. I don't know. Goodwill's got 42 grand laying around for a test.
Yeah.
But maybe it's a test of your morals and ethics.
Yeah.
So she turned it in.
Well, she immediately thought about her daughter's birthday party, but she said she believes in karma and couldn't imagine keeping the money for herself. Yeah. She reportedly, she reported the lost cash, and they were able to track down the owner thanks to some identifiable documentation that was bundled with the money inside. So there was that's tough, because if I get a sweater and there's $42,000 and there's someone's name, I'm like, okay, I gotta do the right thing.
Yes.
So in that case, good on her. I wonder what she would have done had there not been identification. But the owner, when they gave the money back, the owner, who had forgotten about the money when they donated the clothes, gave her a whopping $1,000.
$1,000. That's $1,000 she didn't have before. What's the finder's fee on 42 grand? I think at least 10%.
I think at least 10%.
At least 10%.
Listen, this is good news. This is a good story.
Good story. She had integrity.
But if you forgot $42,000 in your coat pocket, I think that the person turning it in should get more than $1,000. I'm not
going to argue that point.
I'm just saying.
I'm not going to argue that point.
I don't know.
But on the other hand, do we always have to get paid for doing a good deed? Do we always have to get paid for doing the right thing? And sometimes doing the right thing, nobody knows about it. Like, what integrity is, doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. So,
and she says that she, with the $1,000, she gave her daughter an amazing birthday. She felt like she made the right decision. Her belief is that if you do something good, then something good will come back to you. So that's Cream and Sugar. I think that's a really good story. I think it's kind of funny because, $1,000 isn't just a little bit of money. And you don't
know what that 42 grand was for. Like, maybe that 42 grand he put in there and it was going to be the down payment on your house. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Listen. Just the beginning of he forgot about it.
That's
in some sweaters that they donated. So listen, if I'm going through the psychology of donating clothing to Goodwill,
yes,
most of the time it's clothing that has sat in your closet for a long time.
Okay.
Right, so you probably haven't worn it.
That's not how it works for me.
Really?
No, our donations to Goodwill, or when my wife says that looks horrible on you. It's my favorite one. Like, I pulled things out of the Goodwill donation pile, and she's like, I gave that to Goodwill. Why do you have it?
Yeah,
I should tell her that it only cost a quarter. I bought it back.
Yeah, but it's, in my mind, this. You forgot about it.
42 grand.
How do you have $42,000 just in your pocket and a sweater in the back of your closet collecting dust? And then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I had that. Imagine finding that in the wash, leaving that in your pants pocket.
My wife.
Talk about laundered money.
No kidding. Hey, this is Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Jesse.
This has been Cream and Sugar, Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse, and thanks so much for tuning in. Leave your comments below. Click that like button, the subscribe button, share this with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hey, this has been Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Jesse.
Be well.
Do good. Drink good coffee.